Okay, on this week's Real Value, as you know, if you're here in the area, we got smacked. Hey, this is David Shelton bringing you another episode of Real Value. Okay, on this week's Real Value, as you know, if you're here in the area, we got smacked. Not gobsmacked, but we got smacked with a storm of a continuous succession of rains that in some places was over 20 inches, and some people that were in low-lying areas or next to rivers that breached, man, their towns, their areas were in trouble. We've been talking about it, like how could we really add some value to our listeners? And one of those things was, well, let's talk to the disaster relief sector of doing repairs. And so we don't have someone from FEMA today, but we have Tracy with Mustang Restoration. And what they do, they're in a group of companies like Intech, like Rainbow, like ServPro and others. But these are really neighbors serving neighbors. They have an office in Iowa, and they're also in South Dakota. They've done some great things for veterans as well. We really like to promote that aspect of any company that's serving the people that are serving our country. But let's cut to Tracy. Let's see what he has to say. These guys not only have a company that cleans your property, but they also have a cleaning company, Busy Bee, that which is a unique combination. I think it's a great combination, something that you'll benefit from if you use Mustang Restoration. So let's go. Take it away, Tracy.
Thanks, David. I'm Tracy Comp, the owner of Mustang Disaster CleanUp. Obviously, you guys have some questions about what's going on in the community after all this flooding and stuff, and what we can do to help you out. Here at Mustang, you're here at my shop. We're here taking care of customers as fast as we can. Regretfully, there's a lot of people hurting, and a lot of people don't understand that there is a lot of these losses or water losses that we're dealing with aren't covered, and regretfully a lot of homeowners are realizing it. So if I can give any advice about that, if you have insurance, talk to your agent and explain to them that you want to make sure that you have it's called a sump pump or sewage rider, because sometimes there's a little bit of coverage, but regretfully, since most of this is groundwater, and if it didn't come up through your sump pump part, it's going to be on you to take care of it. Mustang's here to help you with that. We'll come in and assess your damage and hopefully work with you to make your house healthy and everything goes well. I've been fortunate enough to be in this industry around 15 years. The reason I'm in this industry is mainly because I get to help people. 15 years ago, I got hired from another company and fell in love with the passion of what we do here. Helping people with fires and floods and all of the, I hate to call it disasters, but all the challenges that families and customers have is what keeps us in business, keeps us excited about coming to work every day, is because we're helping people. We believe God has a plan, and regretfully sometimes the plans are challenging, but he puts people in each other's lives to help out, and that's why we do what we do.
Hey, thanks, Tracy. So good to hear from you. So it was a little noisy from the wind because we took the shot outside. We're doing this shot on the inside. But we want you to be able to understand a little bit more about the people behind the business. And for Mustang Restoration and Tracy and his team, both at Mustang Restoration and Busy Bee, you want to give them a call. They'll come out and they'll be compassionate. They'll be thorough and professional. And that's what you need in a day and time when things are difficult. Next episode, we're going to have someone from an insurance company, because what we've learned, and it was just reinforced with what Tracy said, is that insurance companies are not covering disasters, difficulties, situations, circumstances like this. So you'll want to add a special rider to your insurance, and you'll want to call your insurance agent. We're going to have an insurance agent next week. We're going to talk to them about this and see how you can make sure that you get things covered. See you next time.
Sometimes, life's disasters can be a bit too much to handle on your own. When disaster strikes, call the #1 team in South Dakota for fire and water restoration, mold remediation, and trauma and biohazard cleanup. Oh, and did I also mention we have cleaning services as well, including COVID sanitation, one-time cleanings, residential and commercial cleanings, and janitorials. Mustang Disaster Cleanup, where you can worry less about the mess.